All right, what's up, traders? Trader Nation, this your boy, FX Professor. Um, Crazy day today, June 29th. Uh, after all those nice big moves yesterday, everything today was kind of retracing. So I hope you guys got some good little scalp trades off of that. Um, but then don't forget about the overall direction. Nothing really changed course. It's just we had these pullbacks today. Kind of what I'm looking at now. Trying to make something off of it. UJ on the day. So you see this was all today, man. Hours just bleeding out. We broke that trend line to the downside around 112s. Playing in this area here. So we'll see. Might retest that daily support level 1173. We could come all the way down a little bit more before we continue to work our way up. We don't know. The dollar's a tricky pair this year with the whole Trump fiasco. So we'll see how that pans out. The cash is slowly falling off, melting away. I got one here. Got a nice little trap. If it drops through the bottom, gives me a lower low, I'll go ahead and catch that. If it pushes up, I don't see it going too high. Maybe around the 0.30s, 1.30 area. As you see, we got a lot of resistance there. Go to the hour. It's just really congested, so we know price isn't going to flow smoothly through that area. So we'll just watch this. Pay attention to the trend line break. What else we got going on here? Euro CAD, same thing. The US and the Euro CAD, they're both kind of cascading overboard, just kind of falling off the edge here. Some nice little trades possibly setting up. We'll see how they pan out. Again, if I just break this low right here, it should be a quick scalp trade. Not too much at the 148s, just taking it roughly about 10-15 pips. Not too much, not being greedy right now. The Euro JPY, again, the Euro's pretty strong. The yen isn't doing that well right now, that hot, so we got a little bit of up movement. Some pullback today, but not too much. It's kind of sitting there. Euro dollar, everybody's still kind of waiting for this thing to short. I think it could be actually coming here pretty soon, so be looking for that all day long. I'm not short. What else we got? GU, same thing. This thing just keeps pushing higher. We might touch these levels for some highs at the 130s, but then we're definitely going to be pulling back down to the 29.65 range, maybe even a little further before we try to continue our way up. There's a lot of liquidity up on the upside of the pound, especially with the Brexit coming around. AU, AU's looking pretty good today. Again, we're just shocking everybody. It's continuing to outperform. Not quite sure when this run is going to stop. We do have some definite highs coming up, some congestion. Again, a little traffic jam up in here that the price can run into. But again, I was trying to sell since the 73s, and ever since then, it's just been on this rocket ship ride straight up. You got sterling. Oil's not doing too hot, but the AU is rocking and rolling. We're definitely oversold right now, so we should see a little bit of a rollover, a little bit of a pullback, not too much. Maybe a nice little retracement here, 38.2, somewhere in there. So I'll be on the lookout for that. Actually, I'll slide this pending order up right in there. There you go. Just basically trying to grab that 23.6 break down to 38.2. Nice, easy trade. Not too stressful. Gold. Gold is definitely doing something funny down here. It really hasn't moved too much since that initial sell-off, daily time frame. I was kind of getting screwed around in this area here. Had a long position on a couple days ago, pushed up a little bit, came back down, stopped me out. That sucked, and now it's just kind of, it's actually right at my entry again for this same long position. But I see some downside activity about to happen on the go for some reason. I think it's having too much trouble breaking these levels, and with the dollar the way it is, you might see gold just kind of continue to break this trend line and push down. 1200 in that range, 1215s first, and then we'll just kind of play it by ear, you guys. Like, take a look at silver. I got silver here, and I'll put it down. Euro, Aussie. Again, nice little trap trade. We got some consolidation, even on the 4 hour. It's kind of stuck in this range here. So as soon as it breaks out one way or the other, I'm not shooting for a lot, it's 10 pips. Again, I got a lot more downside on the bottom, so I could be possibly giving up some profit, but I don't mind. Like, I do have this level right here where my take profit is, so it could actually stop there, pull back. If I do see that, then I can go ahead and get back in, add to the position, take it all the way down. If not, I'll just hold, like, be patient. Aussie JPY pushing up. Yeah, nice little uptrend. We did retrace back down to the 50, so you know we're trying to get that extension. 61.8. Hour time frame. Nice big move. Came down, touched the 50, so we can look for this AUD JPY to continue to push up. I actually shorted a little bit of this today. Got out, came back up, shorted it again. It didn't have the same kind of momentum, so I took profit and got out again. Now it's just kind of continuing its way to the upside. So we will see what will happen. So you got this fight here. I'm noticing some divergence between my stochastic and the actual price action, so I'll pay attention to that. You know, see how price action going up, but the stochastic is rolling over. So that should give me a good little bump to the upside. But we will see. Last but not least, I added this pair today because I wanted to try to diverse. I needed some different counter pairs. So this is New Zealand Chief. I didn't want to fool with the New Zealand US dollar. I have that right now. We're still just waiting for that. I needed one more New Zealand pair, so I grabbed the Chief. I got the pound. It just made sense as far as my cross pairs are concerned. What's this? I'm going to get New Zealand mixed. So the Chief, when I first opened this pair up, I just saw this move here, and I saw the trend line break. Once I saw the trend line break, we tried to retest. We kind of got a little congestion here, but I've seen this pattern before. I've seen this break here, kind of bounce around, and it usually just does this before it shoots back down into these areas here. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, and we'll see. That's the daily chart. I don't want to get too carried away, but we can definitely get into the 69.15 area. So right now she's trying to give me some trouble. I'm actually in this trade right now. I got at the top of the range. So being that I got at the top of the range, my risk shouldn't be too much on this trade here. As long as it doesn't push higher out of this box, that should be fine. I'll give me a little bit of room. So I'll keep this stop tight because it is a little bit more than I want to. Have this trade. Okay, that's a 15 pip stop, so it's not a lot. Okay, it's a tight stop. But again, the fact that I got in at the top of this range here, hoping that I got a little room to play here before it starts to roll its way back over. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. It's going to happen here. It might try to test this level, and I'll watch it. If I need to slide it up to that area there, I will. But really, I don't want to. I'd rather get out there. If it clears this box, I don't think it will. We'll see. My 5 minute fight. Bears and the Bulls are still kind of, they're taking they're exchanging blows right now. That left right uppercut, left right. So we'll see who comes out on top, who takes the upper hand. Yeah. Last but not least, the New Zealand dollar. This little joker right here, man. So again, everybody's waiting on this short. This thing has just been flying straight up. Okay, and we all know the steeper the ascent, the faster that descent's going to be. So we'll just be looking for this thing to just bleed out. When it does, I will be there to catch it. Okay. So that's pretty much it, you guys, right now on these pairs. Again, still kind of working on my technology. So once everything's good to go on that, I will start doing a little bit longer videos and explaining exactly what this trap trade setup is going to look like for you guys. And so I'm not a big signal person. I do a lot of trades to give it a set signal. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Those are more for my swing trades, long-term targets. And most new traders have a lot of trouble staying in trades longer than, a couple minutes, let alone an hour, let alone a day, or let alone a week. So they're really, in the group that I'm in now, I see a lot of this scalping going on, and it's good. They're hitting profits, but it's almost like you're scared. They're scared to stay in the trade. They're scared to hold the trade, and I totally understand, man. I did the same thing. I still do it now. Especially if I'm watching the computer. If I'm watching the computer, it's even more likely that I'll meddle with it. There's that word again, meddle. I'm not supposed to meddle with the trade. I got to really get better at not meddling with the trades. Like right now, these things are set up. I should just literally leave. Like I should turn the computer off and leave, or do something else. Because just sitting here watching it, it drives you crazy, and then you start double second guessing yourself, and you start changing things about the trade. So right now, you guys, I'm talking out loud. I'm talking to myself. This helps me, and I hope it helps you guys get through some of the same things that, because you're going to go through it, get through some of these things that I'm dealing with. If you hear somebody else having these problems and how they're approaching it, kind of helps you out. So yeah, just be aware of that. Don't meddle with the trades. Set them up, let them go. If you're gonna sit there and watch it, do it on a higher time frame. That 5 minute, I actually took it off for a while with my charts because it was just literally driving me crazy to have that 5 minute going like that. So I kind of removed it. That way I wouldn't be so tempted to meddle with the trades. Oh, this is nasty. Look at this. I was taught if you couldn't tell the direction the pair is going, you probably shouldn't trade it. But it's always going somewhere. So you just get better at kind of seeing what's happening.
And then usually when my friends pick up mom's house or whatever, I wear the collar.
Okay. My wife is going to some birthdays, so I got some more time. Nice. So yeah, I've been playing this trend line break. Nice. Got a little bit of a pull down. Just keep working. There we go. JPY has been my boo since day one, man. Like, this is the first pair I ever traded, first pair I ever made money on. And I've kind of stuck with it ever since. Like, literally. I remember all of this here, 2016. Okay, from like March of 2016. Everything in this area is all super clear to me. I only chose this pair and I only studied it for a long time before I started going on to other pairs. I really wanted to master kind of one particular pair, and I never mastered anything, but I wanted to give it the best shot that I could. And what I started to notice is you really start to feel the pair. You start to know what direction it's going. You can remember last night we was up, so today we should be coming down. And last night we pushed up 3 times, so today we should be rolling over. Last night we was in consolidation. Like, the more you see the pair, if you're constantly watching it, consistently following the news on that particular pair, it makes it a lot easier to trade. There's been guys out there that just only trade with one pair and make a totally fine living just off that one pair. So you don't have to really spread yourself all over in the market to make money. So we'll see. Trump economics. Okay. And we called the bluff on it. So now we're kind of working into it. We're trying to settle in on what's happening here. Settling in. Those 118s are nice. Okay, 118s, the high back in January, right after the election, came down to the 115s. All right, 114s, 112s. Okay, got all the way down to a little bit around the 108s. Remember our low back last year? I think we got below 99, I want to say, and it was just killing us. The Japanese bank came in and had to do something about that. It was just falling off the map. So they got it under control now. But that's it, you guys. Looks like I got stopped out on that. It's okay. It's high stop. That's it, you guys, for today. Just go ahead and like the video at the bottom of the page, and until next time, man. You know, pimping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it. Y'all have a good one.